Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here, and today I have a playthrough of Onirim with 7 expansions. There's a brand new playthrough. I did a playthrough for my old channel, but quality wasn't quite what I wanted. Over here, new camera, new setup, and I'm very excited to bring you this full playthrough of 7 expansion Onirim. This is a part of a series that I'm doing. I'm going to cover all of the Oniverse games with all the expansions, and they will be here, have a home in the One Stop Co-op Shop. Please check out the YouTube channel for so many playthroughs of so many games, including Oniverse and Tiny Epic, the series that I'm in charge of, and then other things. So Barrett has Kingdom Death Monster. We got some Lord of the Rings LCG. We don't just cover the new stuff, we cover the old stuff. And when we do it thoroughly so that you guys can enjoy everything that your favorite IPs have to offer. Check out our Discord. Discord is our community. Lots of conversations, lots of different threads. Steve Kingsley does a great job of moderating that, so come on in. It's very welcoming. Solo, co-op, men, women, anybody is welcome to join in the conversation. Sign up to our Patreon. There's a link to the Patreon that should be there in the notes to this video. So let me go ahead and show you. I am not going to show you basic rules. I'm going to do a brief rules explanation of what you see, and then we're going to jump right into Oniverse with 7 expansions. By the way, I have gotten the feedback that people want to see promos. There are promos, the Sphinx, the Diver, the Mirrors, and all that. I'm actually going to do that in a separate video. I don't love the game when it has all of that content in here. 7 expansions is enough for me. But rest assured, go ahead and stay tuned. You'll see Oniverse with the promos in a separate video. All right, so let me explain, as I said, what you see in front of you, and then we'll get into the game. So basic Oniverse has you revealing doors, and normally you could reveal doors in any order, but I'm playing with the Book of Steps expansion where you have to capture doors in order. That's very difficult. As anybody sees, you're kind of at the mercy of the hand of cards. So what the game does to balance is it gives you a book of spells. I'll be able to use a discard pile to cast spells, reorder these things, adds a little bit of flavor to your door exploration. These are the dream catchers, and I actually recommend playing with the dream catchers if you're tired of shuffling. I'm probably going to shuffle this maybe 5 or 6 times total in the game because these doors actually capture dream cards as they come out, whether it's nightmares or doors or the different other expansion cards. They'll be caught in these dream catchers, and so instead of just having to shuffle them back in, they'll be here waiting for me to do something with them. So there are special dreams that need to be caught, 4 of them in these catchers, so they're basically catching everything but looking for 4 specific dreams that are housed in the deck. These are dark premonitions. They establish conditions that are bad. So I'll come up with those. I'll show those as the game is progressing. But for the most part, they're not very good things. Once I hit the preconditions, something bad's going to happen unless I play a dream card. The dream card is these purple cards. I can get rid of one. Whichever one that I feel like is fairly nasty. All right. So probably should show you these. This goes back to the dream catchers. If these fill up, I can use one of these cards in order to basically just kind of do a freeing, the book calls it, and empty these out and kind of give it a soft reset. I'm going to try to play the game without using these, but they're here. Finally, no game of Oniverse would be complete if I did not play the meeple. Woo! Here is the, I think this is the incubus meeple. So what this meeple does is at some point I can just choose on my turn to reveal one card, and it kind of captures the card, and I do what is the equivalent of a nightmare effect. So this is kind of a pre-nightmare, like a pre-loaded nightmare. Nightmares are not good. But it might be a good kind of get out of jail free, gives me a little more flexibility. So we'll see how the incubus goes. Haven't played with him too much, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we are ready to begin a game of 7 expansion Onirim. Here we go with the playthrough. So I have drawn my initial hand of cards. Got some suns, focusing on yellow or tan and blue. My first door is tan, so my first moves are pretty obvious. I can lay some tan down. So just to kind of explain my hand a little bit, this is an expansion called the Towers. There are multiple towers. I have to play one of each tower color. We're playing them down here. Once I get a row of 4 of these, then the Towers expansion is complete. That's hard because the nightmares go after the towers. I'll show you how that works in a second. I could, if I wanted to, play this tower and begin my row. And this is a very valuable tower if I wanted to. That leaves it a little bit vulnerable to the nightmares. Not going to do that for now. I could also discard it and look at the next 5 cards in the deck, but I don't think I'm going to. The reason is that I have a setup of tan cards, and the tan door is the first card for the doors. So it's set up for me pretty nicely, so I'm just going to do that. So let's get that over there. Draw a card. Hey, look at that. I got 2 of these very valuable tower cards. Pretty neat, but not going to take care of those right now. That's a glyph. Normally, so this is the glyph expansion. Normally, I'd be able to discard that. And let me go ahead and fix those. Sorry about that. I would be able to discard this glyph, look at the top 5 cards, and take a door. Not a great thing to use in the Book of Steps expansion because I need to get the doors in order. So this is just basically useful to start completing runs. Okay. That's not great so far. So I have an option. I can either just discard random cards and just hope for the best, or I can use one of these awesome tower cards, and I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to use this tower card, discard it. This cards will just be down below over here, and I'm going to draw 5 cards and just look at them. I could put them back in any order. That is not great news for me because I did not get a tan card, and I don't have enough discards to fuel this thing. So I'm going to have a little bit of a think about how I want to proceed. All right, so this is a little bit suboptimal what I'm about to do, but I'm in a suboptimal situation, kind of stuck with the doors, not a lot of ways to manipulate the discard. So this is what I'm going to do. These are the cards that I had. I'm going to put them back in this order. And there we go. Have my hand of cards right here. And draw 1. So I am going to start the towers. I don't love that idea, but I'll show you why I've decided to start the tower row in a little bit. So then here's my hand. Fairly not spectacular. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to use the incubus. So here's the incubus right there. I get to reveal the top card of the deck, and I put it under, if it's a location card, I put it under the incubus. So I kind of knew what that was because I had done the tower. So the incubus has now claimed a card. So now what happens is I resolve the effect of a nightmare card. One of the things nightmare cards do, make you discard your hand. I don't like discarding this glyph, but at the same time, I don't have a lot that I can do with it. So just going to discard that. I now have a decent sized discard pile to be able to cast some spells. I like that. And then I drop a brand new hand of cards. I am hoping. So that's there. Oh, wow. That's a lot of the tan towers early. There. So it's not great. But I did churn through the deck a little bit. These get caught by the Dreamcatcher. I have a Nightmare and the blue door in there. So then that's what I got. That's not great. But I do have this loaded up. What I can do when a future Nightmare comes out, it's basically like a down payment for a Nightmare. So when I get a Nightmare card, I can just discard this card and not my hand. So that's pretty cool. I have a kind of preloaded Nightmare. So because I already have this laid down, I can use this card and look at the next 3. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Come on, baby. Ugh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I'll show you why that's pretty good in just a second. Cool. I'm going to put that there. I am going to draw this card. So, fairly terrible. But I have a glyph card. So we're going to play the glyph. I'm going to draw 5 cards. Hey, look at that. So really good cards. This is the dream card that needs to be caught in here, but I don't care about that. This is the Uber Dream card or the Happy Dream card that deals with the dark premonitions. Don't care about that. This is the one I want because it interacts with the glyph. These go on the bottom of the deck in any order, and this goes to the door. Look at that. Okay. So now this row is a little bit useless. However, I'm happy with the progress that I've made so far. All right, key. Okay, I'm going to use the key to trigger a premonition and see the prophecy. There's so many different dream words over here. This is a prophecy. What's coming? So I'm going to draw the top 5 cards. Hopefully I can kill something good. Nope, I can't kill anything good. That's okay. So I got to kill one of these cards. Probably the blue right there. And let's put this things back that way. Okay. So I could use this card to complete this row. I could do that. What I can do is I can kind of swap those 2 doors. And with because now I have enough cards in the discard to take 7 cards to arrange the order of the doors. I could declare this is a like a wild door. I think this is called the crossroads door. I could declare that I've completed this and swap things around. I don't want to do that right now. I think I'm just going to leave that as whatever color. I don't have to declare the color yet because there's nothing here. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. Okay, that actually works out for me because I basically declared the color. Now it's red, so I want to go for that red door. I believe I know what the next 2 cards are. They're Beige Suns. Not great. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I don't know if this is the best move in the world, but I kind of like having the insurance over here. I can play this card. The rule on towers is the symbols cannot match. So if it was like this, I could not play that, but it's not. And the reason I'm playing 2 of them is because if a nightmare comes out, I have to discard one of the towers. But if I have 2 of them, then it's not devastating. Plus, I've already gotten rid of the 3rd tan. So this gives me a little bit of insurance in case I get screwed on the towers, which I'm going to get screwed on the towers. So there you go. Let's get rid of a blue. Now I don't know what's coming. I'm going to churn through the deck. Beautiful. That worked out great. There's more red suns in the deck than anything, so I kind of like hedged my bet a little bit. Kind of gambled on getting a red sun. Here we go. All right, cards have been shuffled. The red has been set up, and I get to draw another card. It is a green key. All right, that's pretty good. I do like triggering the prophecies just to ferret out nasty stuff. Even if I don't get a nightmare, I'm hoping to knock off another of these dead-end cards. These don't do anything. They just gunk up your hand. They're kind of like Curses and Dominion or something. Don't like them. See if I can find one. Let's see. Ooh, this is actually a promising little layout over here. I gotta kill one of these cards. That'll be the moon. That's not a problem. So, I like the green door, and I like the fact that a glyph is ready to kind of get the green door. I would need to swap these 2, or 2 cards. That might be worth it because I don't want to get into a situation where I'm just drawing and drawing and drawing, hopefully getting a door. I like having a little bit of control. Cost me some resources in the discard, but I have some resources in the discard, so I think I'm going to end up doing that. So let us, yes. So we're going to do it that way. Okay. I'm going to draw that card. I'm going to discard this sun. Suns are cheap and plenty. Just so I have this in my hand. And then, so what I'm going to do, a couple multi-step process. First of all, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. any cards I want. So 7 cards will be removed from the game. As you can see, I'm going to use the regular one. Getting rid of 7 cards allows me to reorder the doors. And so I'm going to move that one up here. Okay. I'm going to take my glyph and look at the next 5 cards. I know what these 2 are. I'll avoid that. Continue to put these dream cards in the bottom. I like that. And I'll reorder that. Use the store. Bam. Okay, doing pretty good so far. I haven't got rid of a single nightmare. I have one in the limbo pile. That's not great. So to be clear about how the dream catchers work, so I don't have to worry about this. They're just gonna sit here. When these fill up, that's not a good thing. I'll get to that if that happens. If at any point I search the entire deck for a card, let's say the door, like when I discovered the red door, I can trigger a freeing. I can kind of remove these and shuffle these back in the deck. But I like the fact that I have one nightmare there, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I just let it sit there. But I do have that in my back pocket. Okay, actually, I forgot about this. I have triggered a dark premonition. Once I trigger 3 doors, I have to discard my hand and draw another dark premonition. I don't like that at all. Of course, silly me, I have to waste a key. I probably should have just drawn because to keep track of the dark premonition. There's a lot to keep track of, people. Let that be a lesson to you. All right, so I have to draw another dark premonition card. Let's see what I drew. All right, actually, this is not bad at all. So whenever I discover 2 green doors, I would take a nightmare from the discard pile and shuffle it back into the deck. Right now, there are no nightmares in the discard pile. Woohoo! So that one's actually pretty easy to deal with. When I get that, I'll just take care of that. That's gone. All right, that's not the worst thing in the world. Holy moly. Okay. There. That hand is butt. This is a dream card, so I can't hold on to that. Anytime you fill your hand after a discard effect, you have to wait until you have 5 location cards. Not great, and these all get trapped in a dream catcher. I think I'm going to want to free that because there's too many good cards in here, including one of the denizens. Wow, this is ugly. Not great. But we're going to put another 5 down there. Okay. At the very least, I might be able to take care of some towers. Let's see. Oh, boy. That is not good. Although the good part is that eventually I'm just going to want to discard all this crap. It's nice to have a handful of these dead ends when you discard them. Just get rid of them. But I'm going to push my luck just a little bit more, see if I can get something decent. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So get rid of the sun. Okay, that's not terrible. So it's actually, let me put a moon here. I may not complete that tan row, but I like having a moon just to increase my options for continuing the dream row. Ooh, denizen. So this is a denizen that allows me to kind of defend against nightmares. I'll keep him. In order to capture a denizen, you have to get rid of a good card. You can't use these. You can only use these. Nightmare. I actually want the nightmare to hit for a couple of reasons. One, the nightmare just gets rid of all these cards. Great. Get out of here. I'm going to get rid of this card. It does hit the tower row. So that's okay. That's why I had it there. It's a defense. I could have saved the tower row, but I would have to put this in the limbo pile, not the discard pile, which I did not want. So that's cool. So I just fill up my hand again. That really helps. Let's get a blue. Come on, blue. More dead end cards. I don't like that. Oh, sorry about that. Should probably. I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle that later. That's my hand of cards. That's a good, bad. All right, so I've reshuffled, and there is my hand of cards. Reshuffled off of that mistake pull over there. I still have my incubus. This is basically a preloaded nightmare. It wouldn't affect this row, but I wanted that nightmare to hit me anyway. So I set myself up pretty good for that. So I'm going to take this card. I think it's kind of a waste to use my 5s on the tower row, but whatever. I'm almost done. All I need is a blue tower, and then I'm good to go on that. So let's go ahead and draw again. Ooh. I can't do anything about that. So that just goes to there, and I get that. So this is a bad situation. All the dream catchers are full. If at any point I have cards in a limbo pile and they have to go in one of the dream catchers and they're full, I would take out everything from there. It's called an overload. And then I would lose one. And that's not a good thing. I do not want to do that. So I want to, the next time I do that, I'm going to try to trigger some freeings, free up some space. We shall see. So I got some not so great options, but let's use a key. Try to catch another nightmare in its tracks, or look for a blue door. Man, I am not getting lucky. I'll kill this card, and this card's okay. This guy hunts nightmares out of the deck kind of randomly. He's not bad, but he's a little dependent on RNG, kind of guesswork. But I'll put him on top. Go that way. I will draw him. I'm going to keep him. Keep him right over here. Okay. I have to sacrifice a card, so that would be a moon. Pretty cheap card. Draw 2. Okay, so that's not the worst. So I have some options here. This card, I already have a red over here. I don't feel like I'm very close to getting the purple, so I don't think I need a buffer. So I'm just going to discard it to look at the next 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's excellent. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So let's put these 4 cards up top. I've drawn a dream card, and this dream card, what I'm going to do with it, I could do a number of things with it, and I'll probably do more of the effects later, but for now, the big one is I get to kill some of these premonition cards. So I'm going to kill this card. If I get 2 of every door, then I would have to discard 1 of every door. Get out of here. I do not want that. So dream card kills a premonition card, a happy dream card, and I get to keep on going. I have this card, and I'm going to sacrifice. This is probably the best card in the game. It's the Recycler. The Recycler Denizen. He lets me fish cards out of a discard pile. So that's cool. I'm going to discard this card to get him and draw to my hand. There we go. All right. So I was actually really hoping for the Recycler. So that's nice. So I'm going to use the Recycler right now. He goes in the discard pile. And I get to take one of my cards, which will be a sun, of course, or recycle a sun. Going to recycle it into, if you were paying attention, you guessed it, a blue tower. I'm going to play a blue tower, and this is a very expensive tower, as expensive as it could possibly be. All 5s, all expensive towers, but I got the tower condition, win condition done. They are now, I'm now fortified, looking out for the incubi that are going to, the nightmares that are going to be attacking me. So now they're protected against nightmares. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And every other tower that I get dealt, I can just use for the search the deck effect, which is pretty good. So expensive, but I think worth it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those to the side, knowing that I have the towers expansion complete. All right, so this is a little bit of a cheap option to me. I don't like it, but I'm playing all normal mode, so I do have access to these things. I'm going to use one failsafe. I can't use these preemptively or reactively. I got to use them at the beginning of my turn. So this is another beginning of turn. I'm going to use a failsafe. I'm going to remove it from the game. So my removal pile from the game is all the way up there. And I'm going to take these cards and I'm going to return them. There's like I have this door card over here. I have another door card over here. Get back in there. Shuffle them up. And and they are back. So maybe you do shuffle more than 5 or 6 times. Oh yeah, wait a minute. There's a nightmare card over there too. I got to stick that in there. All right, so now as you see, I've shuffled them up. I have 1 free Dreamcatcher. These are easy to fish out. Like if I were to complete a red door, I could just take it out of here. So I'm not worried about these 2. This one was a big problem. So use the failsafe. That's what they're there for. Still got to figure out what to do on my turn. I'm probably just gonna just get rid of one of those and go on. Oh, look at that. I kind of don't like getting rid of these. These are so good. And I do get benefit from having a fat discard pile, so I'm just going to keep on discarding. Hey, beautiful. Okay, so I think I want to... There are effects that I could do with this once again, but I still have these kind of like annoying premonitions over here. I'm actually going to use this premonition to get rid of that. This would make me recycle a door if I got 2 tans, so that's not bad. I got 2 of these left in the deck. Hopefully I can execute using them. Get out of here. Another red sun. That's not great. I don't like it. Discard a red sun. I only have 1 red door over there. I have to just be conscious that I've discarded a lot of red suns. So I think I can keep that in mind. Good, another key. So let's discard a key and do another prophecy. 1, hey, 3, oh, good to know. That's definitely getting discarded. Get out of here. And you know what? I am just going to, let's do it that way. Right, okay. Actually, wait. Nope. That way. Show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull that card, go there, pull that card, and play this key, which is why I wanted to hold on to it. It's so flexible. And then I get that one. This card would normally be a nightmare, which I'd have to deal with, but haha, I get a red door, which I can take a red door from here. Well, first of all, I have to rearrange the map a little bit, so I'm definitely going to use nightmares. I want them out of the discard pile. 1, 2. Get rid of these things. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To exchange red door. And I can just take it out of the Dreamcatcher and go for, and there you go. All right. Love this game. So much to manipulate. So, good stuff. Okay. I'm actually not worried about that at all. Like, I mean, this is a terrible hand, relatively speaking. I still have the incubus lined up. So I can like kind of prevent the nightmare by discarding this card. But I kind of want to get rid of these 2 cards. So get out of here. It did me a favor. And my towers are protected. So yeah, good stuff. Wow. Wow. All right. So I trapped a lot of cards into the Dreamcatcher. I'm not too worried about that. I kind of like where my hand ended up because I can make a little bit of a run towards a color. So let's just do that. Okay. So let's just make a run towards a color. We're going to do that. Ooh. Okay. Okay, actually, so this is interesting. So I got this. I could use it right now. There's a couple of effects that I can do, but since I already have cards, they mostly involve like kind of manipulating the deck. Like I could fish for one specific card, get it. I can look at the next 7 cards and, you know, manipulate things that way. However, I already have what I need to finish this row. So I think the best use of this, I would trigger this and it would get rid of this in the last Happy Dream card, but I'm just gonna get rid of that. So I have one last Happy Dream card. This card is not a threat at all, so I'll be able to at least show you the Happy Dream once with the last copy of the Happy Dream in the deck. All right, so there you go. Oh, look at that. Probably don't need it though, so I'm just gonna keep that rolling. And Crossroads. There you go. I think I will... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search the deck for a blue. Well, searching the deck for a blue lets me trigger a freeing here, so I'm going to actually shuffle this back in the deck. So I'm going to do a quick cut. You're going to see the blue door over there, and this will be gone. All right, so what I've done, like I said before, door over there, door freed from this area. I also cut out this. The rest of the Dream Road doesn't need to be there. I just need this card to kind of build off of. Gives me a little bit more room to keep on playing over here. All right. So my next door to get it is 10. I don't have any. I'd have these cards. So let's go ahead and... I have no idea what these cards are. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top three. I really love that I've taken care of the towers already. That's great. Yikes! Yikes! Not great! Ooh, alright, well, sure, why not? Okay, yeah, let's just do that. Okay, because I have a blue key, so I got the next 5. Wow, wow. Okay, so that's going to be, get rid of that one. And then actually this kind of works out for me a little bit. So let's just do that. There. So that's my hand, very green-tastic. I'm going to probably try to go for green next turn. And check this out. The Hunter, this is where the Hunter really comes in handy. I get to discard the Hunter, draw the top 5, and kill any nightmares. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. Beautiful. That's great. So then put those back. These ones get killed. And there you go. That was, wow, that was pretty good. So let's go ahead and finish off. Actually, let's not go ahead and do that. What we're going to do first is we're going to reorder this to green. So make a row, so I get to discard some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure there's no 5. Okay, 6, 7. That paid for reordering the green. Get to pick that up. There. 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 Pretty nice. So I'm going to shuffle, dive in, get these. I think I'm going to trigger a freeing here. So when I come back, there will be a door there. This will be freed. We can move on about our day. The other thing that happened is I finally got my second green. Normally it would put a nightmare back in the deck, but playing with the Lost Depths makes it easy because I could use the discarded nightmares to fuel the spells and just keep nightmares out of my discard. So bye-bye. Later. No more Dark Premonitions. I'm very happy about that. Okay. Oh, and as you know, you see, look at that. That didn't take too long, did it? Look at that. It's a nice manageable size. I don't love that I'm not, I'm halfway through. I'm halfway through. That should be okay. All right. So my next run is going to be towards this door. This Wild is the easiest door to fulfill because you could do any run and get the door to the Oniverse. That comes with the same expansion as this one, the door to the Oniverse and the Denizens. So I just have to do it. Don't have a lot of great resources. I have kind of a rainbow here. So I'm going to use this card to search for the next 4. Plot a little bit ahead. Of course, a rainbow. Oh boy. Okay, draw that. Just for the heck of it, I'll just run towards green. There you go. Got that. Okay. Got that. There. I know this card is a dead end, so I think I'm going to use a key. At the very least, I'll be able to kill a dead end. So hopefully I'll be able to kill something better than that and kind of plot my next strategy. Actually, that, wow. Okay. Woohoo! Wow. Sweet. That's the door I need. That's very good. Kill this dead end. I think I'll arrange it. Yeah, I'm going to arrange it this way. I think I want I want these cards. Yes. So, sweet. Wow. Serendipity. Very good. So, let's go ahead and pick this up. I'm going to get that. And I'll discard, yeah, I'll discard that moon. Actually, I'm doing pretty good on red. I know I've discarded a lot of red suns, but I'm doing pretty good. I think I have lots of resources to be able to get that last red door. I'll need one more. And then I am going to just keep on discarding. Oh, get that. Yeah, I'm just basically just like cycling my hand, getting bad cards out, getting better cards in. Bam. Key unlocks a door. Bam. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. That goes there. That goes there. I do not have a key to get that door over here. A denizen. If I don't catch this denizen now, then he's going to disappear. I'm going to discard this card, sacrifice it, get that denizen. Man, I'm going to be pretty open to a nightmare at this point because there's a lot of cards to draw. Another denizen. I don't think I need him, so I'm just going to get this card. Actually, he's going to get dreamed. Okay. According to the rules, the denizens are dream cards. I think I'm playing this right, that I'm putting them in here. I'm not sure. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. So I'm still drawing. That's cool. Whoa! Look at that! And I have the right one. Did not have to spend any extra cards. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. We're just riding the lightning over here. Excellent stuff. Wow! And I didn't even get hit with a nightmare. I got rid of a lot of nightmares. So I didn't get that lucky. There are that many nightmares left in here. So I'm having a really good game. Really happy about that. All right, so that is my hand. The official count is 3. I have 3 nightmares left in here. That's not that much of it's kind of a normal percentage. It's not outrageous, but I don't have to be that afraid of nightmares. So I have this run kind of sitting here. Now the green is useless now. Sure. I like the fact that green is useless. Let's go ahead and scout. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, they're good cards that are in there. All good cards, actually. Useful as far as they go. Okay, gonna draw that. And so this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm actually gonna play that. That completes this run, right? So then, as opposed to a green door, which is useless, I get to use this one. I think this is like the chromaton or something like that. I forget what this is called. You are discard fodder, though. I get to change the color that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that the chromaton is, I asked for a green door, but I'm actually going to get a blue. So I could trigger a freeing, but I actually have a dream, whatever these cards called. In there, and I have another one in there. I have to trap all 4 of them. So, triggering a freeing would free up this card. This is an excellent card, and I think I'm going to have multiple chances at that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reshuffle this into the deck. I'll trigger the freeing. I'll trigger the nightmare. That's not bad, just to kind of get at that card. And then, so you'll see this one will be freed, and then I'll have a blue door here. And believe it or not, I'm playing with the exciting incubus meeple. There he is. I haven't even had a chance to trigger him yet. I've handled nightmares pretty well. That hunter really helped out getting rid of a lot of nightmares at once. Well, that's not going to do me much good. That's going to go into there. I don't have resources to nab that one. Have a key. Keys are excellent. I have 2 of them. And I'll hold on to it just for now. Okay, so let's start a run. I like starting runs with these crossroad ones. There aren't that many of them. Gives me flexibility. So let's do that. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Okay. Oh, look at that. I get to set up for red. Okay, great. That was patience kind of rewarded me there. And I got lots of keys. Beautiful. So then I'm going to trigger freeing here, get a door there. Okay, nice and set up. Let's keep going. Dead end. Meh. All right. I have 2 blue keys. So 1 to kind of get that going. I'll just discard that and trigger a prophecy. Easy call. Goodbye. And man, I'm really set up to do some good stuff over here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and trigger this, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and trigger this, and I'll show you what that does. Woo! So what this allows me to do, allows me to look at the top 7 cards of the deck, discard as many as I want. It's kind of an uber premonition, and put the rest of them in any order that I want. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh my god. Heck yeah. Get out of here. That's actually the last of the nightmare. So should be smooth sailing if I manage things correctly. I think this is the biggest threat right now, getting all 4 of those in there. One thing I did not do is get the door over there. Would it be nice to kind of match the door with the glyph, but you can't have everything, can you? Okay, so let's go ahead and put those in that order. Okay. So that goes there. Just put that there. Draw another one. Ooh, no. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to put them in that order because I wanted that. Put that there. Take that right there. And a door goes there. Yeah, I think it's pretty academic at this point. The fact that premonition card, or the happy dream card, killed the last 2 nightmares is pretty sick. It's kind of like just downhill from here, you know. So let's put that card over there. No, I don't need you. Get out of here. So then I'll just put you. You know what? I know I'm being a little bit inconsistent, but I think that if you decide not to take this one, it just gets discarded. So there. Don't need them either. Ooh, that goes there. Nightmare. Come on. Hey! I get to finally use incubus. Oh, right. I had shuffled one back in from the freeing. So this one, I just discard this card. You've done your job, dude. And you get to go right there. Finally, I get to use the incubus. Nice. Right there. So this is 1, right? This is 1 towards the thing. I kind of want to hold on to this. I'm just going to discard that. Oop. There you go. I have caught all 4 of these. I just have to be a little bit careful because I don't want more cards to land in here because it would just free everything up. I think I can manage that. So yeah, I think I'm okay on that. I think I can manage that. So just make sure that nothing else gets in here. Right now, it's satisfied its win condition, but I have to end the game there. That's not guaranteed. So I'm just going to complete it the natural way. And then this card goes there. I am going to take this out. Okay. And draw that card. It's garbage. There. So unfortunately, I just kind of like taking count of the cards that I have, both in my discard pile and in the removed pile. I cannot actually make 3 cards that will fish out the last door. So I have to trigger at the beginning of my turn my last freeing card. So I have 2 of these. I don't like to use them, but whatever, they give them to me. So then I'm going to remove that from the game. I'm going to take these cards and I'll shuffle them in. So I have to manage getting the last whatever Bumblebee Dream into this Dream Catcher and get that door. I think I can manage both of those things. Okay, especially with a tower. So I'm going to use a tower. Pick 4. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. It doesn't really matter. I draw that. I'm going to use this to pick 5. I catch this door. There you go. Everything else goes on the bottom of the deck. There we go. Just going to discard, draw, discard, draw, caught, draw, get out of here. I don't want you. I think a game of Oniverse has to end with being able to have 5 cards. If you have to draw, even if you've won, if you have to draw, then you lose. But I have 5 cards. You don't have to draw. I have won a game of 7 expansion Onirim. I have all the towers. I got that fairly close to the beginning of the game. I have caught all the doors, and I've captured all of these versions of a dream. And I got to use the incubus. Woohoo! All right, so I hope you enjoyed that game of Onirim with 7 expansions. Please stay tuned for a game of Onirim with the promos and a continuing coverage of the Oniverse. Go ahead and check us out. Once again, the One Stop Co-op Shop podcast YouTube channel. We really enjoy having you. So until next time, we will all see you at the next stop.